Hi folks, and welcome back. And first off, I want to say a big thanks to everyone who over the Christmas and New Year period sent me super chats and super thanks and YouTube memberships and Twitch subscriptions and Twitch Prime subs and bits and donations and all that sort of stuff. It's absolutely awesome. And I remember someone told me to put it towards my beverage of choice. Well, here it is. Thank you very much. This is from my favourite coffee roaster it's a Yorkshire one. This is the coffee equivalent of Yorkshire Gold tea, or Gold Yorkshire tea, or whatever it is that the Spiffing Bit drinks anyway. I'm not a tea drinker, I'm a coffee drinker. This is Casa Espresso's Colombian sugarcane decaffeinated blend, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So thank you very much. Just want to say thanks again for that. And with that, whilst that's cooling down so I don't take the roof of my mouth off, let's get into some Hearts of Iron 4. So we are preparing to defend Czechoslovakia. In fact, we've actually gone to war with Germany at this point. But we're desperately short of manpower, which we're about to try and do something about. We're desperately short of military equipment, and we stand alone because nobody else wants to get involved, as happened historically, except that there was no fighting. We're going to put that bit right. So I've been looking at the map here, and we've obviously got our high-level forts, which are going to save us. They are essential. They're doing the job. The Germans daren't even attack us, even though our divisions are weak. Because our fortresses are so strong. Not so much around the case here. So you've seen we've got a fallback line here. And this might still be the case that we have to fall back and just defend this shortened line. We can't hold all of Czechoslovakia. However, if we look at this territory here, this has got a ton of steel and chromium in, and it extends all the way to this point here, which we have put forts in thanks to one of the focuses. I think we will recruit extra divisions and we will fill this up, because it's going to be a lot of extra divisions actually and lines to hold, and it's not a great line to hold, but I think we should. I absolutely think we should. We've got very important factories and stuff, and it's the resources here though. We don't want to lose that, because we'll have no trading partners once we are surrounded by enemies. So that's the plan. Let's see if we can make that happen. And let's just free up some resources here. I want to get the medium tanks out into the infantry divisions, but they're going to be a slow process building those up. More important, I think, to get infantry divisions out. So let's just put that factory in there and just cut out all light tank production altogether. I don't think we need it. I think we can manage without. We can always come back to it in the future if we want light tanks. The light tank divisions we've got, the templates are just very, very basic. I'm going to keep them because it's something to stick in a position to defend, but we might do away with those later. So we won't sell all the light tanks we've got on the market. Let's kick off the time and see what happens. Thankfully, nothing much is happening whilst we manage to prepare for what will be an onslaught further up. Our planes are not going to hold for long. That is a sad fact. We've got military factories in production. We've got a fortress that we're waiting for. We've basically got to get everything that we can and do as well as we can with it. On the research, we're not in 39 yet, but it wouldn't hurt to get some industry going and get some synthetic oil out as well. That would be super useful. The artillery is well behind where it should be, but with no land combat going on, that is something that we can hopefully deal with. We're making the most basic and medium tanks, so that is fine for now. It would be nice to get some extra support, and the equipment in here is enough to deal with for the moment. So I think we got the... Did I design the next level of aircraft? Yes, I did. So nice basic small airframes. We're going to try and churn out hopefully more than one a week. We're going to have to work on that one. Okay, so we're holding, but it's going to be tough. We could do with resource extraction. We could do with oil and oil processing. There's so many things we could do with. I'm going to go try and get the industry up. We're only a little bit ahead. Not going to be too great a penalty for that. So let's suck that one up and go with it. Infantry equipment. Can we go for... I don't really care for piercing and hard attack on infantry equipment, but soft attack and breakthrough, I'll take those, and then we'll start looking at some of the other ones to do as well. Alright, so we have this awesome place. Czechoslovakia. I've got to go back there again. I really enjoyed the trip to Prague. I loved the food. Oh, the food was fantastic. Yeah, I've got to go back. Anyway, what's going to happen? Let's speed the time up a little bit. I don't like running on like really high speeds, like 5 speed, and I'm going to do it for a bit. But the moment we see a fight, we have to hit pause because there's the potential for stuff to go horrendously wrong here. Bulgaria approaches the German Reich. I think this is something to do with the Battle of the Bosphorus expansion that I've recently installed. The Bulgarian government has signed a commercial agreement with several German companies in an attempt to strengthen ties with the German Reich while stimulating the injection of foreign capital into the country. Under this agreement, German investors will receive significant legal benefits and tax reductions when operating in Bulgaria. So it's like one of those decisions that a country comes to you with, or you go to another country with, and it's like some deal, economic deal exchange. So I don't know. I've never actually played as any of the countries involved in the expansion. If you have, or if you played with the expansion, let me know if it's worth it, and maybe one day we'll have a run through. Speaking of run throughs, someone suggested I do Belgium historical and try and hold. I think that would be definitely possible, and that would be quite a fun and exciting play to go for. So that might be something that we do in the future. We'll focus on the present at the moment. We have a military factory. Do I throw it in? Let's see what we're short of. The infantry equipment. 2.7k is a lot, but it's not insurmountable. All right, that is quite a lot. Support equipment. Fighters are always going to be needed. Yeah, I mean, we're making like 50 a day nearly. Support equipment, not 2.75 per day. That sounds unusually low. Okay, well, I'll put it in there. As long as we get something out of this, we'll be fine. No template for the medium tank. That's okay. I'm going to upgrade those bit by bit so that we don't try and put a load into some divisions and not have enough to fill it up. Where are we on construction? No one's... The Germans just aren't trying it on. They just don't fancy their chances. We've got a fort to upgrade. We're getting lots of forts damaged in the fighting. Now that might be when the Germans kick off, and that might be a problem for us. Oh, we've got the points. Let's go straight to extensive conscription. Let's get that manpower rolling in. Defensive preparations. This one gives us... Oh, you are joking. Was I actually researching that? So I've gone to extensive conscription. I would have got that anyway. Oh well. Oh well, there's not a lot of use for political power anyway, so it's fine. No, hang on, I was doing... Oh no, it's not... I've not just got that. It's bypassed it because we've changed it anyway. I thought I was researching this. Game. I need to start reading what pops up on here, actually. There we go. Panic over. Internal redoubt. So these are like fallback lines and stuff. And we are going to do both. Just in case. Just in case we get some overruns going off. I'd like to have a look at the air situation in here. I'm going to pause it because I do worry about running this on full speed. If there's one little mistake happens, that's it. It's going to be our game probably over. So we need to start shooting down enemy bombers, which the air defenses are. And actually our fighters aren't doing a bad job against the enemy fighters. So we're on home soil. We've got the advantage of radar. That's looking better. That's slowly coming up. Fighters are going to be needed. The towed artillery is looking better. Shall I drop one of those back? Because we seem to be short of anti-air, mostly. Yeah, I think the AA always takes longer to build, so I'll put one into there. And I'm going to put one into this, because this... Oh, it's aluminium. That might be where the shortage is. But this looks like this is going to be righted very soon, so that's good news. And we're going to let those divisions fill up with equipment, and then we'll start putting some more in training. Oh, we've got stuff. Okay, actually, let's put some more in there now. Another bunch. They can assign the manpower, and they'll slowly get the gear. Right, so do I put them into the armies that are already in, or do we start extending them into a third army? We've got the mountaineers here. you know, you guys should maybe be in that one, because I think I'm going to use the Mountaineers for counter-attacking. So, yeah, let's get this guy. I do need more divisions on the front line, without a shadow of a doubt, but I want to try and extend this to get a basic front line across here. And let's put that into that group. And it looks like it's new general time. And nobody has actually seen any combat yet. Which is amazing, really. Who have we got then? Oh, wow. Okay. He started with some amazing skills. He's possibly one of my better generals. Right, so just to get this started... Oh, God, this is going to be... This is going to be rough. Let's railroad them in, because these light tanks are not built for holding borders. At all. We've got the anti-air upgrade, which is always nice. So we're just looking for things that we can improve. We will go for engineer companies a bit early, because it'll just help us dig in, and it'll just help us defend when we get attacked. And we've got to start thinking now about preparing for Poland. So we'll get more divisions and we'll put them along that Polish border. Because with time flying by this fast, it will go quick. So what do we want for Toad anti-tank, Toad anti-air? We're going down this one, weren't we? Production efficiency and efficiency cap. Yep, let's do this, and then we can improve the minor stats afterwards. But production output cost, breakthrough, defense, that sounds all good to me. So we'll try and get those as we go. Nice, new division. This is a very sketchy sort of defense. Should I start putting those guys there? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it up there, because this is where the fighting's going to come in first, and the forts aren't good. So we're going to try and hold across to. Has to be all the way across to here, doesn't it? Because yeah, that's the end zone of where those resources finish. Well, the guys are coming in. Let's see. Are we filling up? We are filling up. We're going to have more divisions. The manpower's rolling in. Molotov, Ribbentrop. Okay, that's not long now before this kicks off. And what we need is Hungary not to get involved with the Axis for as long as possible. We've got the fallback line, which is good. We are expecting to have to come and defend these places. And we are also... Oh, nice. We've got the forts. We are losing factories. I wonder if factories are getting damaged or something. I don't know. However, we are definitely at the state here. 9s and 10s. I think they're pretty solidly secure, aren't they? Oh, we've got a fight. Right, that's to be aware of. Let's get these up to level 5. And at level 5, we can maybe hold off there. Which ones did I say we needed to go to? Yeah, it is these. We'll do... Oh, actually, is that not... Yeah, it is. I'm going to need to hold that one, aren't I? Not too bad, actually. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not as much upgrading as I thought I needed to do. I'm glad that's done. We've got construction 3 finished 2. So at this point... Oh, research. Do we want more research? I think we hold off on the research just a little bit. Because what we should get going is some bonuses for the army and the navy. So it's going to be experience. Well, I'll take it because we can increase the land, whatever you call it, doctrine here. Let's take that right now. Defense 10%, organization 10%. That sort of stuff. Could be crucial. We've got Germans coming in. And we've got research to do as well. Is there anything we can grab in here? Yes, it's 39. Let's go for the better guns. There's loads of stuff. There's loads of stuff we can do. An extra research slot would be hugely appreciated. But also, in case I bollocks this up, we're just going to slow things down so I can have a drink. It feels just like when we played Poland, when it got absolutely just hectic and scary when the forts are under attack, and you think if you make one mistake, if you stop looking for just a second, it's all it takes. All it takes to lose the game. So, and I think the other place we needed to be was across there. Because if I'm right, that's the last one. Yeah, that's the last one. So it's these three. So we are going to have defences on the Polish border. We're going to have to sacrifice this bit because I think this is just too much to try and hold, sadly. Is that mountains? Yes, it is. Right, let's put some mountaineers in there. And we can move you guys along to there. And that should be fine. Oh, I'll need to delete that. Tell you what, let's delete all those fallback lines there. And I'll just position stuff manually. At this point, that is not a bad idea to position my armies manually because these borders will go kind of funky once Hungary joins the Axis, if they do, and when this happens as well. So at that point, we've got to watch. This one has a tendency to flip to the other side. Don't ask me why, but instead of forming a front line from here to here, it forms a front line from here to here via this way instead. I've seen it happen before. It's really weird. I just don't know why the game does it. But there's something it doesn't like about calculating a border. It'll be because it goes across Austria and this. It'll be something weird like that, and it just throws the computer out altogether. Okay, have we got? Oh, there's some guy coming still. Okay, that's fine then. And let me check what we're up to. Let me take the colour of that off. So we've got something nice and clear. So we're trying to get this new line filled up. These guys are going to get some seriously good experience defending in there. What are our losses? So we've lost 187 men to the Germans' 12,000. Those are ratios I can get behind. Let's hope that that stays true. But we do have to be careful. Be so careful. Did I not put someone in here? I must have rejigged the line. Hang on, where are you going to? Yeah, I thought I did. Okay, that makes sense now. And don't get me wrong, having a front line that's only like one division deep in strength is seriously dodgy. It's going to be even more dodgy when I put these guys into those locations. But I mean, that's potentially we can hold at that. Are those mountains in there? Just hills. I was thinking of putting the mountaineers in, but I don't think we'll get any extra benefit. We've got some good solid infantry in there. And what we'll do is this army that's going to form this thing, we're going to put the medium tanks into there for the extra armour first, because they don't have the benefit of level 7 and level 9 forts behind them. So we got that. We're going to go for advanced machine tools. We're going to try and squeeze as much out of our industry as we possibly can. My poor aircraft. We're doing a good job. We're shooting down more than we're losing, which is great. And it does help with the AA. But yeah, our planes are not going to be as good. Although some are. But yeah, we've got experience on our side now, which is awesome. Good. This army is filling up quite nicely, which is just what we want to see. So we're going to fill up. We need those. There's a chap there walking along who's absolutely refusing to railroad in. Where's he supposed to be going? Right, let's change that to here then. Yeah, for some reason he's lost a lot of equipment marching through the Alps, and they haven't all gone in like they should have done. But we're getting that into position. Let's pull the tanks back. We should probably have railroaded those through, shouldn't we? So at least those divisions are, or those positions are held. I don't know, maybe it'll be enough. It depends on the forts, actually. We still have the benefit to fort building. It's such a It's such a tough situation this to be in. Okay, let's join you into there. And we're now in a situation where we can actually pull the medium tanks back and use them as our reserve. Sorry, not the medium tanks, the light tanks. I mean, it's sketchy as all hell because they are such weak templates. But it might just be the difference between losing a zone and holding on to it. So if we can keep it, we will. And I think that with 10 divisions is going to be that. Oh, I'll wait till they're in place before I railroad these guys out. Just in case something drastic happened, like Hungary declared war and joined the Axis, and then suddenly they went in just as my guys were due to arrive. So we're holding on to the zone, or we're going to try to. And at the same time, where we want these guys is actually across here, isn't it? So that's our fallback line in those forts. So we'll put those there. Military Institute. So this is where we can actually get some benefits to our construction. So this is just research bonus, really. I mean, it's not bad, but 300% research bonus for that's for the better trucks. There's nothing very exciting in this tech tree as it stands, unfortunately. I wish there was. I wish there was more cool stuff. But there isn't. However, we do need to catch up on research, and if we can get ahead of the enemies, that will give us a slight advantage, even if we don't have the industry quite to build it. So the war's going well, I would say. Gee, is this 100 to 1? Well, yeah, okay, we're inflicting casualties at 100 to 1. I will take that. That should build us up some nice war score as well. How's the situation with this? Brilliant. Put on another 6 divisions, another 5 divisions. And at that point, we're going to be... It says low manpower, but we're actually okay. And we are short on steel. Steel we can do something with the infrastructure. But from what I'm looking at here, there's absolutely nothing else that we can do. Well, apart from selling war bonds. I wish I could get the stability up, actually. Yeah, that's bad. Okay. Maybe the bolstering spirits and stuff. War support. Should we do it? Let's do it. Radio propaganda. Game-based war support plus 5%. It's cheaper. I'll go for that one. And sell some war bonds. I think that's what we're going to be using the political power for. Apart from the fact that I could put some advisors in, but we've already looked at these. Oh, I can go to war economy. That would help. Yeah, that would help. Okay. The advisors we've got are just not exciting. It's just not exciting. I think Paradox needs to have a look at some of the trees and just update things. Even if they just put like a generic update out that just helped all the countries rather than a specific expansion. But... yeah, oh well, it is what it is. So we're going to get the research bonus for that. So we'll work at something else. We'll try and catch up with artillery. Yeah, okay, we're well behind with that one. We are well behind with it. Nice, okay, so the fortress construction is kicking in. Do we still have the bonus for that? We do. Now that runs out... I don't know when. I think that runs out sometime in the near future. So we'll build the forts while we can. Germany's still coming in hot over here. We're doing fine. It's amazing when you get the forts built up and the enemy are just too scared to attack them. They might trigger something eventually. So we're going to have to be careful of this. And it might pay to try and get... some espionage going so we can try and make some sort of defense against having our communications decrypted. Right, so we're now in a much healthier situation and I can start beefing up the front lines a little bit. So this one does seriously need doing. They might just come charging in and just knock us all out. They could do that anywhere, though, couldn't they? Let's add them into here. Let's get these 2 frontline armies actually up to some sort of strength. So at the moment, we can just happily just cruise through. We've got spare trains. We've got spare trucks. So supply shouldn't be an issue anywhere. Infantry equipment we're behind on. That's because we've created new divisions. And fighters we're behind on. So we're doing our bit. But we are holding. This bit is the most likely just to crumble, if you ask me. So let's make a change for this. Let's edit this and duplicate it. And we're going to call it New Infantry. That'll do. New Infantry 1939, just so we know when it's from. And what we would like to add in, so I'm just going to make sure we're on the right one here, is those medium tanks for a bit of support. Let's give them that. That's fine. And we've got the experience, armoured battalions, medium tank. There we go. And it gives an armour of that. So that should just hold the line a little bit. Save that one. And you guys, who are going to be the ones faced with this. So it doesn't need a lot of manpower. We're not there. Why does it need extra tow down? I guess we're missing that anyway. Because it should have built them with those. So that's fine. But do that. And it'll assign the medium tanks as they come in. We are producing a decent amount. They are cheap. 5 a week. That's okay. Oh, God. This is all we need. Strikes. Okay. Production in several factories has slowed down dramatically over the last few days as the workers have declared a strike on all war production, demanding peace and bread. They have so far refused all attempts to negotiate a settlement. Some in the government have advocated a sharp military response, followed by a swift execution of the ringleaders as enemy agents and traitors. However, others in the civil service have recommended a more measured approach, pointing out that a heavy-handed response may well backfire if the soldiers involved are not as loyal as we thought they were. It is a risk. So basically, for 45 days, I'm going with this one, because I've had this with France as well. And this is make propaganda heroes out of the people still willing to work. So there's an 80% chance we get the event Heroes on the Production Front, which should work, and a 20% chance we get more strikes. The downside is it costs a ton of political power, but we're gonna spend that and hope that it does the trick. Right, so I could really have done without that, but our fortress production is actually looking pretty good. So we're at level 5s. It'd be kind of sweet to get that up to level 6, wouldn't it? So let's do those. Yeah, level 6 I would be quite happy with. But we'll get those done first, and then we'll go back around. And the Hungary ones, they're not as high a priority, because I don't think Hungary's going to get involved too soon. That is a calculated risk I'm taking there, though, so we'll have to wait and see. These guys are getting great experience. It's the only place where we're getting attacked. And I'm happy just to leave that open. I wonder why they're going in there. It's hills. It's hills everywhere. We've got the same level forts. I wonder why they're attacking there, but nowhere else. I wonder what algorithm there is within the AI that sees that zone as more vulnerable than any other one. I mean, this is one of the more vulnerable ones. Yes, it's got a level 7 fort, but it can be attacked from 3 sides at once. Italy's joined the German Reich. Good for them. I wish them the best of luck. Let's go down this. This gives us breakthrough and soft attack. So this isn't particularly exciting. But for air doctrine, we should be getting these. We should be putting those in there. What is this? Ethiopia wants a non-aggression pact. I can't see me invading Ethiopia in the next few months. But sure, I'll take a non-aggression pact. Yeah, I am getting a little bit worried now. We've got single level divisions in there. Well, if it falls, it falls. It's kind of a hold on to the resources for as long as possible scheme. So if it goes, it goes. Mechanization, that'll give us mechanized stuff, which is going to be cool. And this is just going to be Oh, wait, okay. We get fighter production cost reduced over there. That sounds awesome. Research for armor. Research for infantry equipment, which is nice. These are good, don't get me wrong. But I see